Good morning and welcome to Conversations with Vonnie. Sorry for the barking that you may hear. It's my neighbor's dog that is for some reason barking a lot this morning. So we are out while it's still early and it's not too hot so that we can do some harvesting and then just some organization in the garden, because I haven't been out here in a while and it's been really hot and I need to get out here early so that we can really do some work in the garden. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that we're going to be working on today, and we'll have fun in the garden. Right here you see that our zucchini has really overgrown here. So I'm going to start to cut this back to see if I have any actual fruit. But you can see that we have a box over here. I don't think you can really see it's been covered. We're going to go through and look at what we need to do to cut this back for the zucchini. And then we're gonna go, got my little people out here helping me. Hi, Adriana.
I'm putting the
And what are you doing, Andre?
I'm putting the grass in.
All right. And Adriana's enjoying a juice pouch. And AJ, what are you doing, AJ? What are you doing? We're cleaning the furniture over there because of the bird poop. So he'll be helping us too with gardening today. Right here, I cannot say it enough how awesome this pineapple is doing in Arizona. And then you can see here, these are our artichokes that we let just still grow, but they got impacted by the heat. But you can see here we have some growth. And there you can see our celery, and we have an onion still growing over there. I'm gonna definitely try to focus on harvesting the Swiss chard and the arugula that you see in those two pots. And I'll be going through our big pot here to see if we have any peppers. And then I have some rosemary over there and some bell peppers that I'm gonna be looking at today. So let's start with the zucchini. So you can see it really was growing, but I don't think the conditions that I had it here, it really killed my other vegetables. So in my earlier video, I was sharing with you all, most likely do not plant that zucchini where anything else you want to grow, because I had about 6 other crops and you can see it just took over. But it doesn't really look healthy either. So I have a lot of learning to do when I'm dealing with zucchini. So you can see that we have cut back the zucchini that was totally overgrown. And then I replanted this sunflower here. Hopefully I can get some sunflowers going this fall on the lining up of my fence here. But I removed that and I'm hoping that I can replant here with the broccoli and some peas, but definitely not going to put zucchini there again. And then this pot right here, you can see I had, well, you can't see it, but I did plant some cantaloupe and watermelon, and that was not successful. And then I went over here into the garden with my kids and we cleaned up a lot of the overgrown vegetation here, so it's a lot cleaner. We went through and kind of cleaned things up a little bit here. So I'm going to think about what I want to do for the pots that I have that are still surviving and what I want to to plant. So I have one in the back that I can plant something, and I also can plant something because the cucumbers did not survive well. And then I also have this bed, and I didn't have success this summer with I did not have success this summer with the corn, but the okra is still thriving. So I'm going to think about what I'm going to actually plant there. All right, it's been a busy day out in the garden. Got all the kiddos out here with me. Little mama, she got a little runny nose. Oh, say hi. Awesome. So with that said, I hope you have a great morning, and you just get out there and do something. Right? Get out there and do something, and enjoy, every day, and just know that, making a start is the best part. So have a blessed day, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Conversations with Bonnie. So we were able to go through the garden and really look at it for the summer, and really, kind of evaluate what we thought could stay, that was doing well, that was looked like it was thriving and growing, and that there was life, like the green, and the soil looked well. And so the vegetables that still looked like they were doing well, we decided that we would let them just stay in the area and just enhance the soil, meaning just replenish it. My husband said we just need to do it like once a year. Don't have to really kind of retreat the soil every season. And then I have some pots that I've identified that I need to, plant some new items. And so I'm going to think about what I'm going to plant this season. And really I want to think about the items that we plant, the food items, because I don't want to be wasting food. I really want to plant things that we are going to eat and that I can freeze, and I know that we will use, because it's truly a blessing to have the garden, and I don't want things to go to waste. So I'm going to show you what our final results were with the work we had today. So let's go ahead and look at the tour. So as you can see here in this box that my husband built for me, that tree, that's like a little bit of branch over here that's coming from our tree from our green belt. So that's like the roots. Isn't that amazing? But you can see here my mint did not survive really, so I need to work on that one. And here were my cantaloupes and watermelon, and you can see that definitely was struggling. But it appears that my broccoli kind of held on, as well as my, let's see if you can see it here, my cabbage. So I had a little bit of cabbage here that still hung on. And then you can see over there is my grapevine, and that's doing well still. So that was a good location. And once again, the pineapples are thriving in Arizona, and this little collard is hanging on. So I'm going to think about planting over there. The cucumbers didn't last, but the okra tree is still doing well. The thyme is doing really well. I'm going to have to look and see how to use that and just really be blessed from it. And if you look here, this is our Dinosaur Kale. It's still hanging on. My green onions and my celery is doing well. Looks like I'm going to have another season, my third season of the artichoke. And then once again, the Swiss chard, which do really well in the hot climate and cold climate. And then my arugula. I'm going to still trim back my peppers, but these are mostly peppers in this big gallon. And there's a couple of kale, curly kale over there, and some collards. My chives and dill did not do well. And then here it looks like my lavender died for sure. This was my lavender. Yeah, that's just gone. I'm gonna get rid of that one. But I still have some kale and collard greens. The rosemary really took off, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this rosemary. It's really nice. And then I still have some of my chilies. A couple bell peppers are still hanging on. The tomatoes really suffered. It was a lot of heat, and I don't know what happened. Maybe the location, too much sun. I took out the sunflowers here, and there's still a kale that's trying to come up. I'm going to figure out what to plant here. This is the arugula, so I'm definitely happy with that location. My lettuce didn't do so well there. Tomatoes, not so well. I really don't know what's going on with this asparagus, so maybe you can help me out with that. Some feedback in the chat. And then it looks like my eggplant, I did harvest, I think about 3 of them. And you see there are some flowers there over here, so it looks like I'm going to get some fruit. So that was our summer garden tour in Arizona. So if you have the similar weather that I have, you may be experiencing some of the same things with your garden, or maybe your garden's doing fantastic. So please share with me your tips, and please subscribe to Conversations with Vonnie. Just really thankful to be outside, and it's just a blessing to be able to plant things and to see how the harvest turns out. I know God brings the harvest, and he blesses our food that we receive from the garden, and it's a lot of fun to be able to do it with the kids and to get up in the morning. And it is work, I have to admit, it is work to get out here and get early in the morning and start trying to figure out how you're gonna trim back things and what should go there, what should go here. And we had a lot of rain from the monsoon, so I had to do definitely some cleaning. So I have a lot of moisture in the ground because of that extra rain that came in from the monsoon weather. So thank you for tuning in to Conversations with Vonnie, and have a blessed day.